All right, it's Saturday morning, July 25th. Beautiful morning. It's cooled down. It's a week ago. Had this been a week ago when we were at Miami Valley Steam Threshers, it would have been perfect. But it's a week later, and I hope you enjoy the video of the Firelands Antique and Restores. Man, I can't get it. Farm show that we went to yesterday. But anyway, we then Nick Ohiomm and Sam Ohiomm wanted to go. I taught them how to shoot, and then we went fishing. Full day. So today, they got me up early. They're already out here sitting on the tractors, and they're wanting to drive some tractors. So I guess we're going to drive tractors this morning. So we'll bring you guys along and show you. No hot rodding, no tearing up the grass, no driving through the pond, just driving some tractors, right? Nick wants to put a 2-row plow on and go plow up the yard. We're not going to do that. Crazy kids. So, well, you're kind of crazy. You have crazy ideas sometimes. So, all right, we got to move some stuff around and we'll drive some tractors, I guess. All right, we're out here. We got the short pipe on so we can fit it underneath there, and it's loud. But Nick's gonna drive first. He so wants to do this. It's gonna be hard with one hand. There we go. Sam is patiently waiting his turn. It's alright. This is fast enough. Easy on the steering. Don't said they wanted to drive a medium-sized tractor, which so they said the 302 diesel, which, okay, I guess I don't have any Averys, so that would be a small-sized tractor. So we'll pull left out and let them drive this. All right, Sam's up first. He's driving the 302 diesel. How do you like the 302 diesel, Sam? A little quieter than the A4T, huh? We got Nick riding back here. It's a beautiful morning. You like the spinner on there? For 11 years old, you're doing pretty good. You having fun?
Yeah.
All right, driver change. We got Nick at the controls. All he wants to do is go fast. Do you like this spinner? So Nick's 10, and he likes to go fast and jerk the steering wheel around and do everything hard, don't you? You're high speed.
I would like to drive in the grass right now.
Do you like driving the tractors?
I like driving in the grass.
No. Although I don't think we're going to rut up the grass. We're finally drying out just a little. Turn us around so we go back down the driveway. So turn to the right a little. Turn to the right. Turn to the right. All right, now turn it left. Keep turning left. All right, we're having a big debate. What do you think, Sam? Are we too close here?
Yeah.
I told Nick to park next to the A4T. Can you walk through there, Nick?
Yeah.
Can you walk through there, Sam?
Oh my God.
I don't know if I can. All right, let's go over and look at Sam's parking job. I said park on the side of the A4T on the gravel, not on the grass. If I had to say. He's a little close to the grass, but can you walk through here, Sam?
Yeah.
Let me see it. Oh, wow, you can walk through there. Somebody likes to save space and park close, and somebody parks a little wider there. So, good to know. Good to know
I'm the best at parking.
on my drivers.
I'm the best at parking.
All you guys want to do is just climb on everything, and yeah, 100% boys right here. All right, next up is the 955 propane. That's what they decided. So I gotta put it in gear here. And we're rolling. Nick, sit with your legs down. You gotta be legs down on the inside. If you fall off of this, it's gonna hurt. It'll be really bad. Your mom will probably be mad at me. A lot of moisture in the air this morning. You can see it in the exhaust. What do you think of this one, Sam? Bigger, huh? Supposed to have 97. Switch drivers, and if you watch the steering wheel, I think we all know who's driving now. Crazy man, stop. You're gonna make me and Sam fall off. You gotta drive it careful. Alright, Nick, we're gonna turn around like we did last time, so.
Am I allowed to park? No.
Not,
Why can't I park?
you're turning around.
Because I don't like this park. It's perfect.
Oh, well, it's pretty close. Straighten it up, straighten it up, straighten it up. There you go.
Yeah, I'm not just me. Okay, Sam. You want to drive it? I want to park. My parking is so perfect.
Your driving leaves something to be desired. You're the crazy man behind the wheel.
Now I just need a plow in the back and that in the grass.
You need what?
Plow in the back.
A plow on the back? Oh no, that's the last thing we need. All right, Sam parked us.
This is perfect. I didn't waste a single inch.
You didn't waste a single inch, that's for sure. You made your uncle a little nervous, but we're all parked. All right, I guess they decided it's swimming time, but they got to drive 4 good Minneapolis Molines, right? What was your favorite?
A4T.
A4T, yeah.
But went too slow.
Everybody's favorite.
And I didn't trust Nick driving.
You didn't trust Nick driving?
No.
Why not?
You gotta trust me more than Sam.
I think you're both good drivers. I think you like speed a little too much, and so you get bored and then you want to like overdrive. So,
I've never
all right, swimming time. All right, it's Sunday, I guess midday. Nick Ohiomm and Sam Ohiomm had a good time. They went home yesterday. So, and then I had other things to do during the day. One thing that I need to get done, the reason this is over here, is I had to fix the sickle bar. And so you can see there that red guide, I guess it would be, I had to replace it, and then there's a knife missing on the very end. So what I need to do is pull this out and lay down the sickle so that I can get the new knife on. I have the rivets, I guess as you'd call, that hold those on there, but I need to figure out a way to pound those on because you got to get something solid against one side and pound it flat. So I need to do that, but and then I'm going to go out and probably test it on neighbor John's ditch, because I weed whacked my ditch where I normally use this because I knew this wasn't working and I didn't have time to fix it. So I will bring you back in a few minutes here and show you what we're doing to fix that knife. All right, got it out here, got it on the floor. I was trying to figure out, so what you got to do, so I've already done it, but you got to get these rivets down in there, and then you got to pound them, basically mushroom them, and I was trying to figure out how to do that. So what I came up with, put a bolt on vice grips, put underneath, so it's all it would fit in there, and just beat on them until the knife is in there securely, and it's the best I know how to do that. Hopefully I might pound on it a little bit more just to make sure it's secure, but I think we're pretty good. Then we can go try this thing out. So just wanted to show you that. I don't know, I think I showed this before on the sickle bar. I added a hydraulic cylinder to this to help raise and lower it, but it doesn't work awesome. So this cable's here, and my cable, I'm really surprised it hasn't let go yet, but it's going to at some point. But it's just hard to get this all arranged so I could sit on the tractor and raise and lower this. And the hydraulics on this one aren't the best on this Jetstar, so it's not the optimal setup, but it does at least raise it up a little bit so I can get off and then hand raise it the rest of the way. So all right, we will we finish this up and we'll go give her a test run. It's working. It's amazing how that last knife, it plugs up pretty bad if you don't have that last knife in. Side of the road, which is screwing me up, so I gotta fix this. All right, we're getting towards the end here. So they repaved our road last year, and then they put down a ton of gravel along the berm, too much. And so in certain areas I have it washed out. It's too much gravel. They didn't pack it down. It's a mess, and nobody's doing anything about it. So I was grinding rocks there for a minute with the sickle bar because there's too much. But they have to have it on there to accommodate the millions of cars that now use this road as a cut through, thanks to Apple Maps. So it's no longer a quiet country road, it is now basically a super highway. It's awesome. I was out there when I was on the roadside, had to get off a couple times, and you just gotta stay on the tractor because there's too many cars coming. It used to be 5 cars a day. All right, I'm done complaining. Progress, right? It's awesome. is where the hydraulics on this tractor are not awesome. So I go to pull it, pick it up. Until I rev it up, it's not going to pick it up. And it's going to slowly pick it up. And the minute I start moving forward, it's going to start going back down. At least it held it up that far, that long. So I got to get off and pin it up, and we'll be done with this job for today. Yeah, and there she goes back down the minute I let off on the got a bar here, it's got a nut on the end that pins it up, and for road travel, I guess. Not that I go very far down the road. This thing, I didn't take it off for Plain City because it is a real pain in the butt to get mounted back up. So in retrospect, I'm glad I didn't dismount it and I just covered the knives so nobody lost a finger. And yeah. All right, it is just not clearing up today. It was supposed to be sunny all day. Oh well. I don't have a whole lot to get done today. I gotta have a day or not doing a million things. So, all right, I'll bring you back when we get to the barn. All right, she's back in here, and I'm happy to get the sickle bar going again. I damaged the guide and the knife end of last year or whatever. And so I wanted to, that was one of the things on the list to get done. So it's usable again. So happy about that. You see there's a lot of gravel on the tires here. They put in more gravel this week out here, and I used the A4T and these tractors since Nick and Sam we had them out for them to drive yesterday. You can see the A4T tires got a lot of dust on them, but I was trying to pack this area here a little bit better. It was pretty loose after they set the propane, moved the old propane tank and set the new one. And so yeah, that's taken care of. Guess I don't have a whole lot more to do this weekend because, like I said, I'm kind of going to take the rest of the day off. I haven't really done that in a while, and everybody tells me I probably should do that every once in a while. I don't know why, but they do. So what do we got coming up? Talked to Eric this week about he's got other rims for that and other tires, getting those swapped out, getting those calcium filled tires taken care of, because I can't move that in the shop. That thing is full of calcium, and I do not want one of those tires letting go inside the shop. It would be a colossal mess. 18-438s almost to the top with calcium, not good. So we talked about that. I need to bring probably the Wheatland back over at some point. It's just not going. If you saw me do the sled pull on the video from Miami Valley Steam Threshers, it just didn't get up and go like it should. And I need to figure out why. I don't know if it's in governor linkage. I don't know if it's the governor or what. I got to get that figured out. I need to work on the 955 propane a little bit more and get it a little closer to where I want it to be, even though Phil and I are going to have to tear into the 3-speed this winter. And there's a lot of other little things to do. You know, one of the things I need to do is work on my electric at the house, then running the electric out here, switching out my panels over there. I'm going to switch out, run a little bit more power out here since this will be my shop, and then we're going to have to work on stubbing electric over there for the new barn. That is something that has to get done, non-tractor related, and along with keeping the grass cut and keeping up with the full-time job and all those other fun things. So trying to think what else. There is a show next weekend in Findlay. Byron Smith, you know, I don't know if I'm going to be able to take a tractor up, but maybe I can stop for a little bit and at least film it, featuring Minneapolis Moline. I'll try to do that. I'm shooting at the national matches at Camp Perry next weekend. So, although I haven't really practiced or prepped a lot for that, I need to do some of that today, I guess, or these evenings this week. But I'm not going to win. I'm just going to go participate this year again. But I do enjoy shooting the M1 Garand 1903A3 and M1A up there. So, and then the weekend after that is the Morrow County Antique Tractor Association's show in Mount Gilead, and I told Dwight maybe I'll take him a couple tractors up. So Dwight Murphy, he and his son Mike have a lot to do with that, and I'll try to take them something up. And then, geez, what else is coming up? Just seems like every weekend there's something. So, the weekend after that is the Delaware County Antique Farm Machinery Association, my home club here. They're doing a show over at Tyler Newell's by Sunbury, Ohio, Rosecrans Road, and so I'll take some tractors over there for that and film that. And then, geez, we're almost to Labor Day. Just time is flying, and I feel like, where'd summer go? But yeah, so that's just a little bit of what's coming up. I'm not going to bore you. We keep talking, and these tractors do look good sitting in here, don't they? It's kind of weird having 4 small ones in here. It's like, wow, this place, I got a lot more room in here than I thought. You put 1 or 2 6 cylinders in here, and all of a sudden it feels a little cramped. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I got to do. I'm going to be probably reshuffling things around because the A4T 1600 is going to have to come in here soon. And I'm going to have to start pulling everything apart so we can pull the motor and put a clutch in there for Nick. He asked me to do that when I sold it to him, that he'd pay me to put a clutch in it just to make sure he's good to go there. And before I do that, I'm going to modify my my gantry there so to be about a little bit taller so that I can pull that 585 and move it forward like I did on the 1400. And that'll be coming up. There will be some videos on that. It's just, man, that's a lot of work, and I'm not looking forward to it because it seems kind of crazy, but the 20.8 34s, or is that right? Geez, I forget what size is on that. We'll walk out there while I'm talking. Anyway, they are definitely taller than the 18.4 34s on the 1400. And so getting up and down and up and down is it's a little taxing on your body. Boy, I don't know why I'm mind blanking on what size tires are on this thing. 23 134s, there, came to me, and I do know that that's what's on it. But we'll get, I don't know, this thing's at least 6 inches or more. Yeah, 23 134s. I will, won't be horrible because I learned on the other one, but it's still going to be a pain. So there's a lot of fluid in this nose for the hydraulics and the antifreeze, and see what else we have to pull apart. Quite a bit, basically from all the tin work's going to have to come off, and then basically everything from here forward got to come out so we can slip that motor forward, and then get into the clutch, flywheel, pressure plate, throw out bearing, the whole deal. If you're going to do it, you might as well do it right. Never, hopefully, ever have to do it again. So, all right, well, enough of me talking. And sorry this isn't a real exciting video, other than I thought it was fun with Nick and Sam you know, going up and driving the tractors. They wanted to drive this. I said it's not mine anymore, so we didn't drive this one. Although what Nick's idea was to race them. Sam getting one, he getting the other, and they race them. And I'm like, that's not happening. Sorry, buddy, but no. All right. Well, until the next video, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Give me any comments that you got. You got any questions, let me know, and we'll be back next weekend probably. Well, I'll be shooting. Maybe I'll make a video. Well, maybe at the Finley show. We'll see.